Welcome to the 8th edition of News Roundup from Anish College of Commerce. I am Nampalli Suresh. Diamond imports look up. The cutting and polishing industry imported rupees 9,905 crore worth rough diamonds in September against rupees 8,231 crore worth goods imported in the same month last year. In terms of carats too, the imports were 7.5% higher than the year ago month. The demand from China and Hong Kong has returned to normal levels. Gout keen to make India as manufacturing hub. Amitabh Kant. Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant, while addressing a virtual FICCI event, said that the government has been working on multiple fronts to position India as a truly global manufacturing hub with a strong focus on export. The government is finalizing its plans to expand its production-linked incentive scheme to more sectors for boosting domestic manufacturing. The government of India has been working on multiple fronts to position India as a truly global manufacturing hub with a strong focus on exports. Atmanirbhar Bharat does not mean self-isolation but a very deep integration into the global value chain and using the manufacturing strength of India to become a leading exporter globally. He said, India among top 3 FDI destinations. According to a survey conducted by Confederation of Indian Industries and EY, India emerged among top 3 FDI destinations since 3 years. The report notes that more than 2/3 of the multinational company respondents and 25% of non-India headquartered MNCs consider India as the first choice for investment. About 30% of the firms may invest over USD 500 million in the country, the survey pointed out. The respondents have pinned down market potential, skilled workforce, and political stability as the top 3 reasons to make India their favored destination. The survey showed that respondents want the government to focus on infrastructure development, faster clearances, and proper implementation of the improved labor laws and labor availability. In terms of trade policy reforms, investors have sought a faster turnaround time for value added, improved cargo handling, and trade facilitation measures. Hiring activity recovers 24% month on month in September. Hiring activity in India recovered significantly by 24% in September compared to a month ago, according to the Naukri Jobs Peak Index. The index for September at 1,755 marks an improvement of 24% in hiring activity as compared to August at 1,413. The leading jobs portal said in a press release. The growth is driven by industries such as pharma 44%, FMCG 43%, education teaching 41%, and IT 32%. Gradual lifting of lockdown restrictions and increased mobility have led to an improvement in hiring activities in industries like real estate 44%, auto ancillary 29%, and hospitality travel 48%. Other industries such as BPO, ITES 29%, and banking financial services 33% also posted robust growth sequentially. Auto sector limps back to recovery. In September, Maruti Suzuki announced a 33.9% jump in its passenger vehicle sales in the domestic market. It sold 1,47,912 units, its highest monthly sales in 24 months, that is since September 2019. Even Hyundai Motor reported a 23.6% rise in sales over the corresponding year ago month. Tractor sales have also surpassed September 2019 levels as the rural economy has been relatively resilient on the back of healthy Kharif output. For instance, Mahindra & Mahindra domestic tractor sales in September 2020 rose to 42,361 units as against 36,046 units in September 2019. Tractor sales have shown a steady peak over the months since April. World economy in deep recession. IMF says growth to be minus 4.4% in 2020 due to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. The IMF on Tuesday predicted a deep global recession this year and the world growth to be minus 4.4%, asserting that the global economic crisis is far from over, mainly due to the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. In its latest World Economic Outlook report, the International Monetary Fund also said the swift recovery in China has surprised on the upside, while the global economy's long ascent back to pre-pandemic levels of activity remains prone to setbacks. This crisis is, however, far from over. In our latest World Economic Outlook, we continue to project a deep recession in 2020. Global growth is projected to be minus 4.4%, an upward revision of 0.8 percentage points compared to our June update. Geeta Gopinath, the chief economist of the IMF, said. Fuel and electricity consumption pickup. Data shows that in September, demand for fuel and electricity among the major indicators of economic activity too surpassed February levels. In September, consumption of steel, toll collection, sale of tractors, passenger vehicles and two-wheelers among others surpassed pre-COVID levels seen in February. Spending on electricity, which is strongly related to overall economic activity, has also seen an uptick. Fuel consumption, a prime indicator of normalization of people movement across the country, witnessed a recovery last month, with petrol sales rising 3.3% compared to the year-ago period. If the strong vehicle sales numbers for September show uptick in factory output across the auto sector value chain, the e-way bills jumped 10% in September and the power demand too has witnessed a double-digit growth. SCL Tech to hire 9,000 freshers, riding high on its revenue growth of 6.1%. IT firm SCL Technologies is looking to hire 9,000 freshers in the second half of the fiscal. The Noida-based company had registered a net profit of rupees 2,651 crore in the year-ago period. RBI announces steps to boost credit flow to real estate sector. In a bid to increase the flow of credit to the real estate sector, the Reserve Bank on Friday rationalized the risk weightage to LTV ratio for all new housing loans sanctioned up to March 31st, 2022. As per a notification issued by the RBI, new housing loans will attract a risk weight of 35% where LTV is less than 80% and a risk weight of 50% where LTV is more than 80% but less than 90%.